Hi, it's Gab, and I'm reviewing The Thing, the 2011 version of The Thing, not the 1982 John Carpenter, Kurt Russell The Thing, which isn't even the original The Thing. Apparently there's an old black and white old-time version and maybe some others in between. Lots of things, but this one is the 2011, not remake, they're calling it a prequel to the 1982 version. This one stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead, have I got that right? And Joel Edgerton, am I saying that right? Joel Edgerton, recently seen in Warrior. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, not sure what I've seen her in, what you've seen her in. Not exactly an all-star cast. And then there's lots of other foreign accented, bearded men in this film. Let me give you the story. It's, as I said, a prequel to the 82 version. It also takes place in Antarctica at some sort of science station. There's a bunch of scientists, what a coincidence, who discover an alien craft and inadvertently unleash an alien specimen. Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character is a young, pretty grad student who is brought in as some sort of expert to assist and study with this specimen, which of course results in it being released and the gang being exposed and all hell breaks loose, of course. The Thing is an alien entity of some sort that sort of repossesses, it appropriates its victim. It's almost like a parasite in the sense that it needs a host, and it sort of takes over the body or sort of recreates the body. So what you've got is one of these scary scenarios where you don't know if your buddy is your buddy or it has been taken over by this this alien substance. They look and act pretty much the same until, of course, all their sort of body parts rip open and expose them to their true alien form. So it's like a bit of an Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing as well. You're probably familiar, again, as I say, with what I'm going to refer to as the original, which is the John Carpenter version. Why they chose to make this version? Who knows, right? It's, as I say, supposedly a prequel story, but to me, it didn't really establish anything that was missing from the 1982 version. It's just sort of another version of events, or the same sort of things take place at this Antarctic science facility, with, of course, you know, the gang sort of dropping one by one, and who's real, who's alien, and lots of jump scares, etc., etc. Same sort of thing. Really doesn't bring much to the story. You see the craft, sort of. It's this large, sophisticated looking thing stuck in ice. Again, we've sort of seen this thing before. That doesn't really bring anything new to the table. The cast is, as I said, pretty indistinguishable, the majority of them. They're just there to be picked off, basically. And so let's talk about the effects. The effects were actually really quite good. I was quite impressed. That's obviously where the budget went, whatever the budget was. Again, I mean, we've seen this sort of googly tentacled, big mouth opening, taking a human's body and morphing it into part of the alien body, all that sort of stuff. We've seen here and there. I could name some movies, I won't, but it was done really well. I was actually quite impressed. There's a couple times where the CGI is borderline too obvious, where you've sort of got a human face grafted or morphed into the alien body, and it's a little bit too obvious that there's some geek at a computer that came up with that one. But some of it looks like puppetry and actual prosthetic kind of work, which is nice to see these days when there is so much CGI in movies. And so it pretty much works. The alien scary parts are unique and scary enough that it's not a total eye roller. And there's definitely scary parts. There's the jump scares you would expect and some gross sort of hide your face kind of scenes. I'm not sure I would recommend this movie for someone who's 8 months pregnant, but there it is. And I'm not sure I can recommend this movie as a whole. If you're a fan of the original, as I refer to the John Carpenter one, this doesn't give you anything new. If you're not a fan of the original, this is too similar that you would, I think, enjoy this one over that one. And if you haven't seen that one, then just go rent that one. I mean, it's Kurt Russell. Come on. It's just got more of a cool, creepy vibe to it. It's got more of a coolness to it. Maybe it's the early 80s fan in me. But this one, it's not disastrously bad, but I can't say that it's going to do anything special for anyone. I'm not a horror fan in particular, so by no means any kind of expert, but that was just my impression, which is all I can ever give you here on Gab and Dad. So The Thing, I'll give it 3 1/4 Gabs. That little quarter is because the effects were really not quite bad. The Thing, maybe check it out for Halloween. Otherwise, eh.